Welcome guys, new match between Nishimoto and Vititsarn. I always enjoy to watch the Japanese players, one of the most chill players on the tour, but we must give all the credit to Vititsarn because he's one of the most efficient players. Right now, most victories in the past season, why not? Good start for the Thailand player. The feeling is that he's playing with quite low effort. He knows how to manage his fuel during a match. It's very important because if you can gain some sort of big advantage from the very start of the match, it can be quite decisive in my opinion. In badminton it's more difficult to make comebacks because it's not just about your skill, it's about how your opponent is letting you do this. First point for Nishimoto. Surely he can play very strong. Maybe the peak of his level will be reached in the second part of the match. He started a bit cold this first game. Nicely played by Nishimoto this point, but he cannot find that winner. Very difficult to pass Vititsarn.
Got all the way to the final. We lost the match that he was fancy to win.
As I said, between the courts themselves will have different drift depending on, you know, where they are to the exits and everything. The doors open, fans, all that kind of stuff influence its flying pattern, and then within the shuttles themselves they have different speeds, and as I mentioned, like the humidity, when it's hotter it usually flies faster, and when it's colder it can be slower or stiffer and break quickly. So as a player, it means that sometimes the shuttle will be slower and you'll have to be consciously hitting harder to get the length in your shots, and if you're not doing that, your lifts will be short. Or conversely, you know, the shuttle will be fast and you might start lifting everything out so they can adjust their strokes. They can still hit it to the corners nearly, no matter what the shuttle and the drift condition is. So that really starts to differentiate.
An eye out on the drift situation as well.
All different winners at tournaments because of the conditions. And is this year the first would like it because they get a little advantage against their opponents?
Well, necessarily.
When we were hitting, there was one side that was faster, but yeah, haven't seen too much so far.
Very.
weakness is that he can be inconsistent in his quality, so getting in his head a little bit might be the way into breaking down his game.
And the Japan Open in 2023 won all three. Well, they met at the China Masters recently. Shimoto won.
No help to dwell
True.
on it at all, because it's just going to impact you negatively.
Just
You need to be a bit more patient, or the opposite, if you've been too passive and now it's time to be more aggressive. And then, like, as a player leading, the pressure starts to mount a little bit. If your opponent starts to catch up, and then you start to get a little bit desperate to win.
game. This is done there by Kunlavut.
Approach and then go into the second game fresh and feeling like with a bit more of a game plan and feeling a bit better, and how you know, the touch on court, the shuttle control, all that kind of stuff.
Points away from wrapping up his first game. Tournaments overall throughout his career. 92, lost 45. In the opening round of tournaments, 36 wins, 21 losses. So that wraps up very comfortably indeed. Let's see if maybe a change of ends means a change of fortune, perhaps. Or
A bit more of his overhead shots hitting the targets he's after. Great defense by Kunlavut there. Hit a winner to get through him. That's when the opponent's errors can start to creep in. clean up the blood so that you don't get it on the
Yeah.
court or anything. And I was watching some UFC the other day, and there's just blood all over the mat. And then the next fight goes on, and they're rolling in other people's blood.
Right.
And here it's like you stop, you get it bandaged. I think the rule is like if you can't stop it bleeding, you have to forfeit the match as well,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
No, it's some sports are very, very particular about that, aren't they?
Yeah. Typically in badminton, though, it's pretty easy to at least cover it up so
Right.
that it's not bleeding outwardly.
Oh,
I'll bet that point just then. No matter what the situation, he's just always going to keep grinding you, and that really like eats into a person's mental state, because there are those players where if they're having a bad day, they can just fall apart and
Right.
like give it to you. But Kent is definitely one of those.
his overall record against this player. He's got a winning record, 10 wins out of 19. Including his last 5 in a row that he's won.
Activity compared to Kenta. A few more tricks around the net, can do a little bit more from his overhead.
Doing it for the men.
Yeah. Both come out of the same club as well.
Ah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well done. Oh. Oh, that low down.
Over 30, 19.
Does well. show in this match, really. Oh, he's put that back. Well all over for Mr. Moe Toa. 55 of those. Two of his last 8 against top 10 players.
To like stretch out. So he was doing that a lot in India at the end of last year. It's the first time I've seen it today.
Fault.
Setting up his points better, and Kenta's back kind of following his pace. He has to kind of try and bring some of his own intensity and take control of the points. It's hard when Vidison speeds up so much.
Yeah. You feel it now, don't you? Right, watching it. Oh!
Kenta is like switched on and can keep up, then some errors can come from Kunlavut because he's trying to like create it all himself. And that's probably what Kenta would typically do, is just like keep getting stuff back, and then Vidison's errors might creep in. With no really invested interest in either players. Right.
There we go. Hanging in there, Kunlavut is trying to force the way through. Safe through.
Coming because it's always just hard and like smashing and trying to finish quickly.
Seems to be taken a bit by surprise. Threw himself at that one. At the China Masters a couple months ago. Those went to 3. Well, that is an well there, Kunlavut. Again. That might be out. And back into this match, saved 4 match points. Here we are to the 3rd game.
Way.
Incredible. How that all panned out in the end. To put that, he did very, very well.
I wonder if there's any like general stats on who actually commonly wins the 3rd set out of if you win the first set.
If you've won the first.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's like someone will win a first set easily, lose a second set easily, and then bounce back.
Bounce back.
And like switch on. Like so the second set was more just a lapse in concentration, which could be the case here.
Yeah. Raucous atmosphere in here at times.
It's all part of sport.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Getting into fights in the crowd now.
Bad so far. Any of the 3 games.
Chip more.
It's middle of the week. Daytime. It stretches well into the evening here.
They both make the top 16, so it gets a little bit more rivalry internally, and then obviously externally everyone's still trying to like perform, and there's a lot more tournaments. You have to be a lot more strategic about which tournaments you are playing, and where you can fit your training blocks in, where you can get a rest. But, Kent has changed to a high serve, because I was going to say he doesn't typically do that off the return. And
I was going to say, we haven't
usually-
seen it till this game, have we?
Yeah, usually it's been a short serve. But if he's getting an error straight off the return, then why not?
Hour 34. Well, it might be close, that one. Might be close.
But the start of the second set, Vidison was down, right? Like at 11?
He was.
Yeah, so seems like he just needs to switch it on and do it in a less erratic way. And he can get there, but I think Kent has stepped up now. The first set, he definitely had a few more errors. I've heard this. I've been on tour for 10 years. I'm allowed to sit down.
Yeah, fair enough. Very nice.
Taking it late. So I think he's probably definitely tired as well. Just much better at showing it.
Excellent one. Got down low there. Long rally again, this one.
But then there's the opposite of like the European players that run to like grab the shuttle and go to serve. And then
very shortly, the longest match these two have ever played against each other.
Thailand in a non-econ hall, so it's probably used to hotter conditions and the humidity and that kind of stuff.
Don't forget, it's winter at the moment in Japan.
That's true. Plays hitting it to where you want them to hit,
Right.
to then play a shot. And not giving any like silly mistakes away. But probably a bit safer game.
Service over. 11-10 interval.
Good love with Vincent Son. Make that 4.